पॉलिसी बाजार पर 1 करोड़ रुपए का टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस केवल 450 रुपए महीने से शुरू। वाह!
All right, joining me now, senior Congress leader Jairam Ramesh, who is instrumental right now as far as the Bharat Jodo Yatra is concerned. Bharat Jodo Yatra, ladies and gentlemen, is on a break right now and will resume in Uttar Pradesh on 3rd of January. Mr. Ramesh, thank you so much for joining us here on NDTV. I would like to start by asking you, sir, it's been more than about 3,000 kilometers, more than 100 days, 109 days if to be precise, this Yatra. What, according to you, because you've been right from Kanyakumari to Delhi, you've been part of this Yatra, you've been walking along, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, what has Congress achieved so far? What is the Congress party been able to get from this Yatra so far?
Well, I think the biggest gain for the Congress party is a sense of enthusiasm, a new sense of exuberance, a new sense of energy in the Congress party organization at the block level, district level and state level. There's a new sense of discipline, solidarity, unity. I think these are all long-term gains which will be helpful in the elections that we have to face in 2023 and 2024. Although election was not the main purpose for the Bharat Jodo Yatra, I think the direct impact of the Bharat Jodo Yatra on the organization at different levels will certainly be of great electoral value to the Congress party.
So should it be essentially looked at, because the Congress party after a very long time has done a mobilization of this kind as far as its organization is concerned, its cadre is concerned, which is pan-India. Should it be looked as a rejuvenation exercise for your own cadre?
It is not a Chunav Jito Yatra. It's not a Chunav Jitao Yatra. It's not an electoral Yatra. If you're asking me, is it a party rejuvenation Yatra? Absolutely. It is a party to revive and rejuvenate the organization. It's a Sanjeevani for the Congress party. Of course, the Bharat Jodo Yatra is raising very serious fundamental questions relating to economic inequality, social polarization, and political authoritarianism. But the manner in which Mr. Rahul Gandhi and the Bharat Jodo Yatra, Bharat Yatris have conducted themselves and have performed during the Yatra has in a way led to better connectivity and better collectivity as far as the Congress party is concerned. So it is definitely, I would say, a great morale booster. It's a booster dose. It's a super booster dose for the Congress party organization.
Sir, I'm not going to ask you about, the tonics and where you get the energy from. This is a yatra that you have started. I mean, we leave that to some certain other, media houses. But I want to ask...
Well, I can tell you, we get our inspiration from the objectives of the Bharat Jodo Yatra. We get our inspiration from the crowds who come to the Yatra. And we certainly get our inspiration from the endurance and tenacity of Mr. Rahul Gandhi.
Mr. Rahul Gandhi, just day before when he was at the Red Fort, he said that the BJP and its machinery has spent crores of rupees to mold him in a certain image. And the 2,800 kilometers that he has walked, he has interacted with people, he has been able to break out of that image. He's had this one-on-one conversation with the people. Do you think Mr. Rahul Gandhi has been able to recast himself?
It's not a new image. It's the real Mr. Rahul Gandhi, who is on display here before the public of India. He has been defamed. He has been lampooned and caricatured by the BJP in the social media and in the mainstream media. He's been attacked in Parliament. He's not been allowed to speak in Parliament. He's been attacked out of Parliament. But I think over the last 108 days, the real Rahul Gandhi has emerged extraordinarily powerfully for the people to see. He's interacting with people while walking. He's interacting them in the afternoons. He is meeting people from different walks of life, different shades of opinion. And he's maintained his cool and composure throughout in spite of the huge pressure of crowds. This is the real Mr. Rahul Gandhi, not the caricature Rahul Gandhi that the BJP had made him out to be over the last 7-8 years.
From saying that this yatra has zero impact to mocking Rahul Gandhi's beard, his facial expressions, and also now there is a huge controversy around why doesn't he feel cold. Do you think that this kind of attack which is now taking place on Rahul Gandhi from the Bharatiya Janata Party, how would you like to respond to that? Because today also
well, I think
certain
years of dealing with the Bharatiya Janata Party and years of dealing with the Indian media have given Mr. Rahul Gandhi a thick skin, which has enabled him to wear a T-shirt through the winter.
So, but you know, your own party leaders, Mr. Salman Khurshid and few others, they said that Rahul Gandhi is a yogi. He is a superhuman who doesn't feel cold. Now today, in fact, the new controversy is around the statement which Mr. Salman Khurshid made, and the BJP is saying, look, Rahul Gandhi is being compared to Lord Ram. So this is somewhere the coterie culture of the Congress party which is at display.
Absolutely not. I think there was a context in which Salman Khurshid made his comments, and we don't need to get into that context right now, because I'm not here to speak on Mr. Khurshid's comments, but I'm here to speak on the Bharat Jodo Yatra. And I think the question that you asked is very, very relevant. Mr. Gandhi has demonstrated tremendous tenacity, tremendous endurance, kept his cool, kept his composure. There have been systematic attempts to derail and defame the Bharat Jodo Yatra, particularly in Karnataka, in Maharashtra, in Madhya Pradesh, in Haryana. There have been harassment by the police administration. IB officials have harassed us in Haryana particularly. But in spite of that, the Bharat Jodo Yatra has attracted huge crowds, particularly women and youth, and people from different segments of our diverse society. Because I think the message of the Bharat Jodo Yatra, the message not only of unity in diversity, but a message of unity through diversity, is a very powerful message which the people of India were craving to listen to from their leaders.
So do you think that the personal attacks which are now being made on Rahul Gandhi, is it somewhere trying to distract from what you are trying to do or achieve with Bharat Jodo Yatra?
Absolutely. I mean, first they attacked him on his T-shirt, then they attacked him on his shoes, then they attacked him on his containers. What did they not attack him on? And then for a while, the Assam Chief Minister attacked him on his beard. I mean, this was the level of public debate on the Bharat Jodo Yatra that the BJP was indulging in, instead of really talking about the three big issues that Mr. Gandhi has been raising. The issue of economic inequality, the issue of social polarization, and the issue of political authoritarianism, which is leading to a complete disrespect of the Constitution. These are the three big issues that he's raising. Instead of that, you're talking of T-shirts, you're talking of shoes, you're talking of containers, you're talking of beards. I think the BJP is rattled. They didn't expect the Yatra to be, to continue for 108 days. They didn't expect the Yatra to draw this huge response. And let me tell you, the best responses we have had is in BJP-ruled states.
Sir, but some certain leaders from your own party, even Congress President, when he in Alwar made a statement, that also blew up. It was debated in the parliament. There was a lot of ruckus on that as well. Then now, Mr. Salman Khurshid, is there also somewhere it takes the message away, the focus away from what you are trying to do?
No, absolutely not. I think it's the media that wants the masala. As far as I'm concerned, there is a Bharat Jodo Yatra. We still have UP, we still have Haryana, we still have Punjab, we still have Jammu and Kashmir left, which we hope to complete by the 30th of January. Now, you want to take a comment made by a congressman, tear it out of context and make that out to be the headline of Bharat Jodo. I think it shows total irresponsibility on a very serious political journey, on a very serious political initiative taken by India's oldest political party.
What message was Mr. Rahul Gandhi trying to send when he went yesterday to former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee's memorial? It was, a lot of...
It was the message of Bharat Jodo.
Being read into it.
It was the message of Bharat Jodo. It was Mr. Vajpayee who reminded the Chief Minister of Gujarat in 2002 to fulfill his Raj Dharma. It's another matter that the Chief Minister did not fulfill his Raj Dharma. Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee never believed in the politics of vendetta. He never believed in the politics of harassment. Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee wrote to Jawaharlal Nehru in 1962 October, asking for Parliament to convene when the Chinese were invading India. And Mr. Nehru advanced the Parliament session by a week. Today, we can't even discuss Chinese incursions. And at that time, they were discussing Chinese invasions. Mr. Vajpayee had a special relationship with Indira Gandhi, and he himself is on record on television in an interview which he gave 30 years ago, where he said that his life was saved thanks to the concern and compassion of the then Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, who got him to go to New York to get medical treatment for his kidney ailment. So Mr. Vajpayee, the message that Mr. Rahul Gandhi was sending was that Mr. Vajpayee's politics, although he was in the BJP, was of a different type than that of Mr. Modi, who is now, somebody described him as the father of New India. I mean, it's a bizarre formulation for somebody in the BJP to say, he's the father of New India. But the message that Mr. Gandhi was conveying was a broader message that, you can be political opponents, you can be political adversaries, but yet have concern, compassion, tolerance for each other, and be decent with each other.
Okay.
Unlike the present regime, which believes in vendetta and harassment.
You will be now next going to Uttar Pradesh, sir. In most states, you've extended an invitation to leaders from various political parties to come and join you. What we hear is that the principal opposition in the state, the Samajwadi Party leader, Mr. Akhilesh Yadav, Madam Mayawati, and also Mr. Jayant Chaudhary will not be part of this yatra personally.
I wouldn't jump to any conclusion at this stage.
Okay.
I think we should wait till the yatra starts and let us see, who comes and who. But I would like to remind you that you mentioned Mr. Gandhi's visit to the memorial of Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji.
Yes.
Mr. Gandhi also visited the memorial of Mr. Charan Singh, who was Prime Minister for a brief period, but who was the tallest leader of agriculture particularly, and he was the tallest leader in Western UP, and UP has produced with special concern for problems of farmers and so on. So he visited the memorial of Charan Singh, who although started his life in the Congress, left the Congress and became Prime Minister with Congress support, of course, in 1979.
Do you think many opposition leaders are shying away because then it would be seen as Rahul Gandhi leading the opposition in 2024?
Sorry, I didn't get that question.
Do you think that a lot of opposition leaders are shying away because that will possibly look like a message before 2024 that opposition is led by Rahul Gandhi and Congress?
No. I don't think that, let's not jump the gun. There's nobody is talking of leading in 2024. We are trying to strengthen the Congress party. The opposition unity depends on a strong Congress party. A weak Congress party cannot be the fulcrum of opposition unity. The Congress certainly believes in opposition unity, but opposition unity based on constructive agenda, on a positive program, on a commonly agreed agenda of action for economic revival, for saving political democracy, and for reducing social polarization. So all this has to be negotiated between political parties.
So
and I repeat this, a weak Congress cannot be a recipe for a strong opposition unity. Strong opposition unity depends on a very strong and revived and revitalized Congress.
Will this yatra also in a way give an alternate to what people are talking about the current regime? Because so far we've seen that the opposition trying to come together on anti-Modism. Instead of that, there is a different vision of India that you are trying to present.
No, we certainly are saying that the personality and policies of Mr. Modi and his colleagues has led to intensifying economic inequality. It's led to intensifying social polarization based on religion, caste, language, region, and it's led to political authoritarianism, which has meant that constitutional bodies have been subverted and constitutional institutions have got weakened. So this is a vision. This is an alternative vision for India, certainly. Now we have to flesh out the details, because it's one thing giving a vision at the level of a philosophy and first principles, but what this means in terms of actual pointers to governance is something that will be negotiated between the opposition parties in the course of 2023 and 2024, no doubt.
Sir, I have just two last quick questions. I want to first also understand from you. There was an article which was written by eminent intellectual Mr. P.B. Mehta in one of the newspapers, Indian Express. He said this is a yatra in search of a destination. How will you, at the end, because you are a political party, largely the success or the failure of the political party and the leaders will be measured on the electoral parameters. Will Bharat Jodo Yatra's success and failure would also be on what happens in the elections coming forward?
We are very clear. If nobody else knows that, we are very clear what our destination is. Our destination is Srinagar. We need to reach Srinagar before the 30th of January and unfurl the national flag. So it's not true to say that we don't know what our destination is. We certainly know the destination. We certainly know that we started in Kanyakumari, and when we started in Kanyakumari, we knew that our destination was going to be Kashmir, and specifically Srinagar. So anybody who says this is a figure of speech, no doubt. But the fact is that this is a yatra with a definite starting point and a definite ending point. But the yatra is not a magic wand. It's not a one-off process. It's a part of a process of revitalization and rejuvenation. There will be other yatras. Tomorrow there is a Bharat Jodo Yatra, West Bengal. On the 5th of January, there is a Bharat Jodo Yatra in Bihar. A Bharat Jodo Yatra in Assam and Tripura has been completed. So this is an ongoing process. And we have already announced a Haath Se Haath Jodo Abhiyan beginning 26th of January, lasting till the 26th of March, to consolidate and take forward the success in mobilization in the Bharat Jodo Yatra. So, Bharat Jodo Yatra is not a one-off initiative. It's part of a next series of initiatives that the Congress has thought of and will put into practice in order to revitalize its organization and pave the way for much more durable and much more deeper opposition unity.
In the end, there is a statement which has been made by a Bharatiya Janata Party MP, sir. I just want to ask you a question on that as well. It's not related to Bharat Jodo Yatra. She, in fact, spoke about Hindus keeping knives at their house. She spoke about love jihad and almost an open call for violence, arms as it be. What do you have to say to that? Sadhvi Pragya made that statement.
If you're referring to Pragya Thakur,
yes,
she is a repeat offender. This is the latest statement of hers is yet another textbook example of hate speech. In fact, I have consulted our legal experts. We are thinking of moving the Supreme Court to take suo motu notice of this. We can't depend on the police of the states in which she makes these statements. She made this statement in Karnataka. The Karnataka police is not going to act against her. It's only the Supreme Court that has to take cognizance. If at all there was a textbook case of hate speech which should be prosecuted, it is this latest statement of this member of parliament. She is a disgrace to the House of the People.
Mr. Jairam Ramesh, thank you so much for taking the time out and speaking to us on the Bharat Jodo Yatra and the various controversies which have been ongoing with the Yatra, and the destination, as you said, is very clear as far as the Congress party is concerned. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.